So I'm actually getting the lower bolts out of each side. I had to take one sump stud out. That sump stud was still able to stay in there. Oh, geez, seen a bit of dirt in there that wasn't cleaned when it was painted. They are serious bolts. So now it's going to be these two lads in here. They're what will have to come out next. Off with the footrest and these laddies here, the foot pegs. Now, I'm not going to go doing a whole lot more to this actually. I'm going to put this back on because sometimes these can actually slide out and then they can fly up with the weight. So I'll get the other side done and I'm going to start putting in jacks and axle stands underneath there. A little trick for taking off these track rod ends is tighten down the nut onto something like that, a bit of metal, and then give him a tap of a hammer and it should come off. So let's see if that works. So I've the jack and the axle stand under it. I've all of the bolts loosened. So now it should be ready just to lower basically, I hope. I'm hoping just to drop it down really and not have to go moving it forward much. So that's the axle there now on the ground. A lot heavier than I thought, a lot heavier than the Ferguson 20 as well. So I'm just after taking off this pulley dog nut. Now it's also called starting handle dog nut. As you can see, it's a little bit worse for wear. I'd say whoever was doing up this engine before was using punches to open it, so I'm after finding a nice neater, well it's a neater one anyway. I can tidy it up a bit with a file, a round file if I have to. So that's that ready to come out. It's hand loose now. Then I can pull the pulley and take off this timing cover. So I got the pulley off and I got the timing cover off. So those weights look like they were replaced not too long ago, along with the assembly they're held onto there, that disc. Everything looks good in here, in fairness. I think the crank seal was leaking. I seen a bit of oil underneath it that I wasn't happy about. But I have a new crank seal, so I'd never take that cover off without not replacing the crank seal unless it was only done very short time ago. So there's all your governor assembly. That seal in there is gone. I have one of them on the way. Only Sparex do that seal. I can't find any other companies that do it. So, and I should have a new gasket for it up there. That grey gasket, and that's actually a cylinder head gasket off the other grey pony over there. So a lot of work done this evening. That's how things are looking there now. So there's not a whole lot to do with that. I do have new weights and the part they're attached to, but I don't think there's any need for replacing them. They look good. And just a clean up the gasket area, good degrease. I had to take off the dynamo cover as well to get that dynamo bracket to get that timing cover off, which is no harm at all because I'll be able to clean all that. So there we are, onwards and upwards.